swear to God, I'll shoot you right in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the talk.
It's a real thing now.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy PJ, the Caribbean Done, your favorite sports media. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think with a comment, and please like the video. It is free. All right. Today we have to take a little bit of a commercial break. All right. Um, we have to talk about what happened to this poor black woman called Sonya Massey. All right. We have to pause the sports talk for a little while because we have to bring light to this. Okay. I'm the type of person that whenever I see one of my brothers or sisters being on the live, I have to speak up. I can't stay silent. And this video is dedicated to Sonya Massey. Rest in peace. First and foremost, for all of y'all who trying to defend this nonsense, trying to defend this cops, this coward, this bad apple, because I'm not the type of person who believe that every cop is a bad cop. You know, I believe that they have bad apples. I believe when you have hate in your heart, it's you, it's only you. And there's no training for that. You could train them over and over again, but when you have hate, until you get saved, until you repent, until you give your life to Jesus, you are not going to change. You're still going to have hate in your heart. And I do believe it's part of racism. Okay, I believe that 100%. For those who don't know, Sonya Massey is a black woman who got unalive when she decided to call the cops for help. While she called the cops for help, they went to her house and in the process unalive her. Now, one of the reasons why she was unalive is because she had some water, some boiling water on the stove, where the cop asked her to remove the water from the stove. She proceeded to remove the boiling water from the stove, right? And while she proceeds to remove it, he unalives her. You ask her to remove this freaking water, and you unalive her. You did this. You did this. I don't think these cops realize when you do some crazy, insane, despicable act like this, your life is over too. Yes, you took somebody else's life, but your life is over too. You have to understand that. You're not going to be able to go to the bar. You're not going to be able to go watch a baseball game. You're not going to be able to go watch a basketball game. You're not going to be able to cheer for your favorite sports, for football. You're not going to be able to do none of that shit because your life is over too. And I'm happy that he got charged really quick. I'm happy that he got charged really quick. You know, because this man needs to be put under the jail. Like my Caribbean brothers will say, he needs to be put under the jail. Put him under the jail. What he did was despicable. There were so many ways this could have been avoided. First and foremost, I was on TikTok live. Please shout out to my TikTok. If y'all want to discuss these matters and sports matters, go to my TikTok. I'm gonna put the link in this description. I go on live every day. There were so many ways he could have there were so many ways he could have de-escalate the situation. First of all, when you got there, you gotta analyze. First of all, when you got there, you have to analyze the situation. Clearly, she's going to a mental episode. She's going to a mental episode. She's going to a mental episode. She is not going to respond to simple command because she's going to a mental episode, idiot. So you as a cop, you have training to realize that this woman is going through something in her head. She's not coherent. She's talking crazy. She doesn't make sense. So don't try to talk to her like she's going to respond to you. Then when he asked for ID, that's when I know this guy was trifling. That's when I know that he had bad intention from the get go. Why are you asking her for her ID when you know she's going through a mental episode? She is not going to respond to you. You think she's going to be like, oh, yes, Mr. Officer, this is my ID. She is going through a mental episode. What are you not getting? You guys never see crazy people outside before? When I go outside, I could go outside right now. I would see some people outside. Granted, they're on drugs, but they are going through some mental episode. And I see cops all the time helping them. And they don't lose their life. They're alive and well. And let's be for real, these people don't smell that good, because they don't shower. They don't dress that well. They don't look good. But these cops out here are able to help them, and these people are still alive. But you went to this woman's house, and I could tell from the get-go, this look that you was giving her, the way you were interacting with her was just despicable. I can tell that you were, first of all, annoyed for being there, and you was looking at her house. Her house is a mess. She sound crazy. It's dirty. So you did not value her life because of it. And you use your pew pew because you wanted to use your pew pew. It's not defendable. Nobody can defend that. If you black and you're defending this, you are not black. You're a coon. It's not defendable. And I'm the type of person who I believe that not every cop is bad. They have bad apples. But what I will say is what we need from cops, we need y'all to speak up. We need y'all to speak up when there's a bad apple. We need y'all to expose them so that we can know who's good and who's bad in your division. That's all we need. When you are a public servant, you have to have some love in your heart for the public. You can't just decide one day, I want to be a cop, and that's it. If you don't have love for people, don't apply for that job. People who work in the healthcare field, most of them in the hospital, people who work in the hospital, they have love in their heart. They love the public. That's why they want to help. When you decide to be a cop, you want to help the public. You want to defend the public and you want to protect them. Serve and protect. That's what it is. So don't apply for that job if you don't love the public. If you ain't got love for the public, leave it alone, because these type of situations will happen because you scared. You're not a man, you're a coward. What you did is not defendable. And I'm gonna go a little bit further. Even if it was boiling water, even if first of all, she didn't throw it. She didn't throw it. Watch the video. She didn't throw shit. Right? And seeing her falling on the floor like she did, heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking, bro. Because at the end of the day, y'all, everybody in their families have that one person. Most family, I will say, have that one person who have mental issues. I know I have. I know I have. So it triggers me, that situation, because I understand what it's like to have a family member who you love going through a psychotic episode, not being coherent, talking crazy. I understand what it's like. I lived it. I've seen it. So seeing a woman who was calling for help being unalive like this, especially a black woman, is insane. All you had to do is de-escalate the situation. If you were so scared from some boiling water, if you were so scared, right? You should have went outside and wait for your backup. You should have went outside. You should have ran your ass out of there and wait outside if you were so scared. There were so many ways you could have de-escalated the situation. Even before she got to the pot, you could have grabbed her, put her on the floor, and put the cuffs on her. You could have tased her. You could have shoot her in the arms. There were so many ways you could have de-escalated the situation, and you would have went home to your family, and she would have been in the hospital. Because all you had to do is grab her, put her in your car, and drive her to the hospital and leave her there. They know how to deal with people like that. That's all you needed to do, and you would have went home to your family. Now your life is destroyed, and you're going to jail. Now, if you think that protective custody is going to help you, ask the guy who unalive George Floyd. He was protected, but he got touched. Anybody can get touched. Anybody can get touched, bro. Anybody. So he get. So my thing is, these people keep doing these things, thinking that they're not gonna have no repercussion. But there is repercussion because there's videos now. And let me just say this for all of y'all who are listening to me. Do not trust the body cam footage because they try to hide the body cam footage, and some of them will try to delete some of the footage so that they could make it look like they're innocent. So always record with your phone. Always record. Always record them because that's your evidence. They can't temper it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I do not believe, I'm not the type of person who's going to say every cup is bad. I'm not that type of person. I don't like that because I don't like when people generalize me as a black man and say all black men are bad, all black people are bad. So I'm not going to do it to any type of people. Could be cops, white, black, Chinese, Asian, brown. I don't care. When there's a bad apple, there's a bad apple. It's that person and that person alone. He did this. Even his partner look at him like, bro, you on your own. You on your own. Like, why did you shoot? Why did you shoot, bro? It wasn't that serious. Why did you shoot? And I heard this guy had 6 DUIs. Somebody please confirm that in the comments. I heard that this man, this coward had 6 DUIs. At the end of the day, bro, this one thing I will say. People need to stop playing with family members because Sonya Massey is a mother of 2 kids. And these type of people who do not value our mothers, our brothers, our fathers, our sons, our daughters, you got to understand these people, these mothers, these fathers that y'all now see as crazy people because clearly they're going through some mental issues. Before they got crazy, they were people. They were sane. They were taking care of us. They were giving us food. They were taking us to school. They were taking us to church. They were teaching us stuff. They were helping us. They were our mothers, our fathers. So when you keep playing and unaliving loved ones and family members who raised us, one day something is gonna happen. And I don't wish violence. I don't want violence on anybody. I want everybody to go home safe, cops or not. But what I'm saying is, we all have that crazy family member who, if you do something to their mother or father, they are going to lose it. And I'm saying to y'all, one day something is gonna happen. And we don't want to see any violence on any case. I want these cops to go home safe to his family. I want my people to go home safe to their family. And if somebody is asking you for help, help them. All you had to do is bring her to the hospital. That's it. And it would have been over. Anyways, y'all, rest in peace, Sonya Massey. You were loved. May the angels stay with you. May God bless your family. Love y'all. Stay blessed. I see y'all on the next one. Such a sad story, y'all. Dang.